Hello everyone, you are watching Fundamentals of Financial Derivatives with Ravindra Hegde. Friends, today let us talk about a very interesting concept, that is long and short positions. Uh, Now, long position simply indicates a position of buying something now and selling at a future date. That is, buying something now, holding it with an expectation to sell the same at future date, because we have the expectation that the price will move upward. That means, if I am a trader in the stock market and I believe the prices are going uh, to move upward, I have a sentiment called bullish sentiment. Means, in stock market I should take a long position, means I should buy the stocks today, hold it until the price is moving upward. When the price comes to my target, when the price comes to the range where I have made an expectation, I will sell off them. Means, buying now and selling later is called long position. Friends, holding long position in stock market and holding long position in derivative market has a point of difference. You should never get confused whether you are taking a long position in stock market or whether you are taking a long position in derivative market. Right now I am trying to explain the long position in stock market. uh, See, when you hold the share now, when you buy and hold the shares now, and you have the expectation that the prices are moving upward, and then you sell at that point, then it is called as long position. So here, obviously you make a profit because you buy at a lower price, and you have the expectation that the prices is going to move upward, and whenever the price reaches to your target you will sell it. So ultimately you make a profit there, and this sentiment is called as bullish sentiment. On the other hand, if I have the bearish sentiment, I cannot buy now, rather I should sell. So if uh, you are selling the stock now with the expectation that the price will drop in future, and you buy the same at that point, then it's called as short position. So short position sometimes should be accompanied by short selling. If I have a stock already in hand, and if I have the bearish sentiment, I will sell the stock now and repurchase the same when the price is dropped. So I make gains. But if I have a bearish sentiment and I want to sell the stocks or shares, but I don't have any shares or stocks in my hand, then what to do? Then this scenario is called as short selling. So short selling means, whenever you have the expectation that the price is going to drop in future, you sell the shares which you don't have, and you will purchase it whenever the price is dropped, and you will return the same to the party to whom you have borrowed. This is called as long position, sorry, uh, short selling. So clear. So long position means a position that indicates buying now with the intent to sell later at a higher price. And short position means it's a position that indicates selling now with the intent to buy later at a lower price. So let us try to understand this with this better. A long position is a position that indicates buying now with the intent to sell later at a higher price. You think, imagine this is the expected price movement. This is the expected price movement. This is not the trend in the past. This is the uh, expected price movement in the market. Let us assume, let us assume I make a point here where I would like to share, buy the share, and this is called as entry stage. This is called as entry stage, and I have the expectation that the prices will move upward, upward, and this position is called as target. So what you do in entry and target? So in the entry stage, we should buy the stocks, and in the target position, I should sell so that I can make profit. On the other hand, in short position, it means it's a position that indicates selling now with the intent a lower price. And imagine this is the expected price movement. This is not the trend in the past. And this is the point where I want to sell. See, at the higher price, no one would like to buy the shares, and they don't want to sell at the price is dropped. So here is the position where I want to sell, and this is called as entry stage. And this is the position where I would like to repurchase it, and this is called as target. So here in the entry stage you have to sell. So this is called as, suppose if you don't have the shares already in your hand, then we do call it as sell short. Sell short. And at the target you have to buy to cover. So this position is called as buy to cover. So short selling involves selling a stock which you don't own and buying it back later to square the position. A short seller resorts to this strategy because he or she expects prices to fall and wants to benefit from the fall. In a falling market, this is a good way to make the money. So whenever you have the expectation that the price is going to fall, and if you don't have any stocks at your hand, then you can go for short selling, and then you have to purchase it, and then you have to hand over the stocks or shares to the party from you have borrowed. The term short selling refers to selling a stock that is not owned. So this is a very important concept here. When the stock price is at high in the market and is expected to decline in future, one can make gains by short selling. And this is done by borrowing the stock from someone who hold the stock. Thereafter, selling the borrowed stock and waiting for the price to fall. Once the stock price fall, repurchase buy to cover the same stock at such low price and return the borrowed stock to the stock lender along with the stock lending charges. and the long and short position in future is a little bit different. And in futures we don't have short selling at all. The reason is, we in future markets or in derivative markets we do not actually buy and sell. That's why here the short sell concept would not exist. We have the long and short positions in future. So long position in future market indicates it's a position that indicates buying at the contracted price, and short position means it's a position that indicates selling the contracted price. Now let us understand this concept with an example. Say you hold 100 shares of X Limited, currently priced at rupees 440 rupees each. So this is the current price. A 3-month futures contract is priced at 452 each with a lot size of 100 shares. The margin to be deposited in the futures contract is rupees 4000. Explain how you can sell the shares at 452 after 3 months. Now let us understand this concept very well. It's a very beautiful concept here. See, as you want to sell the shares in future, that is after 3 months, that is the time, we should enter into a future contracts of 100 shares with a short position, because you are selling, okay. You should enter into a futures contract of 100 shares with a short position at a contract price of 452 per share, and deposit the margin of rupees 4000 and wait for 3 months. Assume that after 3 months the price of the shares in spot market is 430. Okay, now the spot price is 440, and let us assume the price of the shares in spot market is 430 after 3 months. You can still encash 452 on selling such shares. You will have to sell the share at the price of 430 in the spot market. You sell it. On the other side, you will make a gain in futures contract, that is 452 and 430. That price differential comes to rupees 22 per share. Accordingly, we have 100 shares there, 100, okay, rupees 22 into 100, that gives rupees 2200 of gain will be added to the margin balance. So realization will be 100 shares into 430, that gives rupees 43,000, and add profit from the futures contract, that is 2200, and total realization will be 45,200. I hope you have understood this concept. Assume that after 3 months the price of the shares in the spot market is 470. It has moved upward. You will still encash 452 on selling such shares. See, let us see how you can do this. You will have to sell the shares at the price of 470 in the spot market. You have to sell it in the spot market. On the other side, you will incur a loss in futures contract. So 470 minus 452, that is rupees 18 per share. Accordingly, 18 into 100, that is 1800 loss will be reduced from the margin balance. So realization will be 100 shares into 470, that comes to 47,000, less loss on the futures contract 1800. So the total realization will be 45,200. So using financial derivative concept, you can earn the money, you can make a profit. So this is about long and short positions in stock market and futures. Thank you. Have a nice time.